Bonjour la classe, bonjour Madame Sou, bonjour, ça va? Ça va bien, merci. So today's lesson is going to be a little bit different because you are going to be working independently at producing a PowerPoint about your school. Now this task is available under files as well, so I'm going to go through it and explain what I'd like you to include, and then you've got that there you can go back over afterwards. So I want a PowerPoint about your school which includes the following. Firstly, I want you to write at least 2 sentences telling me what there is in your school. I want at least 1 sentence telling me what there isn't in your school. I'd like 2 sentences describing where places are in your school. For example, opposite the head's office, there is the library. Describing your school routine. I want to know what time do lessons begin, what time does school finish, what time's break, when's lunch, all the things that we've been practicing and that you wrote answers to last week in your lesson. I want an opinion about school. And importantly, I want you to include a range of connectives to link your ideas. So let's have a look at each of those things and come up with some suggestions of what you can do. Okay, so first of all, what is there in your school? You'll see I've put a vocab list to remind you because I know that you haven't got your book. So for example, dans mon école, il y a, and you've got the names of places you might find in your school. Linking words that you might find, et, and, aussi, also. What isn't there in your school? See if you can link it to a previous sentence. In my school there is this. However, unfortunately, il n'y a pas de, there isn't. But remember that when we say il n'y a pas de, we miss out the un or the une. So, il n'y a pas de laboratoire, il n'y a pas de salle de classe, etc. Okay, I want to know 2 sentences saying where places are in your school. Here's a reminder of the words à droite de, on the right of, à côté de, next to, à gauche de, on the left of, en face de, opposite. And here's our example sentences that you might use to help you make your own. En face du bureau du principal, il y a les laboratoires. So as I put here, remember to check what the word following your phrase starts with. If it starts with a le, we're going to say du, en face du bureau du principal. La, that's okay, we can use the phrase the same. À gauche de la cantine, il y a les cours de tennis. Les becomes des. À droite des vestiaires, il y a le gymnase. Use those to help you. Then I want you to talk about your school routines. So use your work from last week to help you. Also, you had a gap fill sheet last week that again you could use to help you with your sentences. And we've got some connectives that you could use to link your ideas. So for example, in our gap fill last week, we had et puis, and then, pendant, during. Things like à midi, il y a, at midday there is. Après, after lunch, il y a, for example. And you've got some ideas that you could use. This will also help you with things like your opinions. We had je déteste les maths, I hate maths, parce que c'est, because it is, très difficile, very difficult. So you can use this to help you with your ideas. Opinions. Well, you can incorporate opinions about school or subjects. J'adore, je déteste, j'aime, je n'aime pas. I love, I hate, I like, I don't like. Parce que c'est, because it is. And ideas here you've got super, it's super. Amusant, fun. Fantastique, fantastic. Intéressant, interesting. Nul, rubbish. Affreux, terrible. Difficile, difficult. Ennuyeux, boring. All words we've had before. So I've got here, for example, j'adore mon école. I love my school parce que c'est super. Je déteste mon école parce que c'est ennuyeux. I hate my school because it's boring. So that gives you some ideas of what you're going to include. I've got here an example that someone did last year that I thought you might like to have a look at. Now, if you can, I'd like you to put your speech, what you're going to write, I'd like you to say it as well. So if you'd incorporate a spoken in your PowerPoint, that would be fantastic. So, here we've got mon école. Dans mon école, il y a la cour de récréation en face de la salle d'informatique. Aussi, à gauche du gymnase, il y a la salle de prof. So this person has put the location and what there is together, and that's absolutely fine. Dans mon école, il y a le vestiaire et le bureau du principal. Dans mon école, il y a 30 professeurs. So this person has incorporated about buildings and what there is, teachers. Dans mon école, il n'y a pas de terrain de sport. Cependant, there's my link, my connective, il y a la bibliothèque. Dans mon école, il n'y a pas de cours de tennis et malheureusement, il n'y a pas de cantine. So I've got my connective cependant and malheureusement. Mon école. Mon école commence à 8h30. Mon école finit à 3h30. Il y a une récréation à 10h10. Le déjeuner est à 12h30. So they've given me 5 sentences about their school routines, all taken from the answers to the questions that we've been looking at. J'aime mon école et j'adore le sport, mais je déteste l'informatique parce que c'est ennuyeux. So I've got an opinion about school, I've got some opinions on school subjects, I've got j'aime, j'adore, and je déteste, a good range of opinion phrases. So I'm going to give you the rest of this lesson, and we'll see. If you think you're going to need extra time, then we may have some time next week, but we're going to see how you get on. So you are going to email me or send me a message on Teams to tell me how much you've managed to get done in the time today. Good luck. So you're going to produce your PowerPoint using all the information. I've also put for you in files a support sheet, and that sheet gives you lots of the different words that we've been learning to help you with your sentences. Remember, if you can, see if you can record your voice saying each of the phrases as well. Any questions? I'm on chat.